Right, afternoon, tea time, early evening. It don't bloody stop, does it, guys, eh? Oh, God, Jesus. Right. Here we go. All right, guys, so this might take some time, so go and get a cup of tea, get a beer, get a gin, do whatever you've got to do, get whatever, have a sit down and have a listen. Right, so Saturday the 22nd, it's all organised. All right, and when I say organised, guys, we have got a full security team. Okay, so the security team is Taylor and Charlie. Yeah, Taylor and Charlie. Right, so we're going to have orange hats for the main team. These guys are all going to be mic'd up. We have got 4 welfare vehicles there, 4 first aid vehicles there. Right, these are just in case it's a hot day. We've got water, first aid, anybody suffering any health issues. As we know, I had a TIA, a mini stroke when we was in Green Park. So anything can happen at any time to anybody, all right? It's not necessarily that people's lives are in danger, because they're not. All right, guys, there's a lot of speculation about this Antifa, Black Lives Matter. Now, listen, Black Lives Matter, please. When obviously all this first came about, we was all veterans supported the cause, but then you see that Black Lives Matter really want to defund the police, and as much as I'm against the police, we certainly don't want that in this country. Fucking hell, come on, guys. You cannot defund the police and get rid of them. Now, listen, as veterans, we took an oath. That oath doesn't run out. So all Saturday is about, right, and please listen to me, all right? Saturday is just about veterans and children. That is it. It's to bring awareness, right, to the plight of veterans, what's happening in the veterans community, our community, all right, which is black, white, Asian, everybody from every ethnic minority serves within the British forces. All right, so I've personally fought for Gurkhas' rights, South African, Jamaican, all the Fijian, the Islanders. We fought for rights of every veteran that served for Queen and country to stay in this country. All right, so imagine that all these years we've been fighting to get real men that have fought for Queen and country, that have fought for your freedoms. Once they've finished serving in the British Army, they're not allowed to stay in England. Yet, like I say, all these boats coming over the channel and they get put in 5-star hotels with a big cheque. Don't really make any sense, does it, guys, after somebody's done 9 years or 12 years or 20 years in the Gurkhas and they can't settle in this country. So, you know, the frustration, it's uncomfortable. I just can't.
It's mind-boggling.
We can't get our heads around it. Especially after we've done already so many. For the last 3 years, we've been doing protest demos. We've not had one arrest. Can I just say, we've put hundreds of thousands of veterans out all over the country. All right, that's not just myself. That was Harry Rag, Rolling Thunder. Thanks for your support on this one as well, Rolling Thunder. Right, so we've got to do it all ourselves. Now, let's just get to the actual day. So, the little flyers, the poster, this is just for the bikers, okay? Only the bikers can get down to this postcode. It's the War Memorial Gardens, Victoria Embankment. All right, so everybody, if you've already made arrangements to meet people all over before you gather there, then fine, do that. That's not for me to start organising different places. Organise it yourselves. Get yourselves down there. get yourselves down there for around about, well, any time really, between 11 and 12, and be ready to move off around about 12:30. All right, so that's just for the bikers. Okay, there will be, there's a certain gentleman there who will let himself known to you when you get there. I'm not going to give his name out because of all the trolling and all the shit. You can carry on trolling me, because we really don't give a shit. Yeah, so you'll arrive there. Like I say, the Memorial Garden's a wonderful place to start. Pay your respects. If you just get there at 12 and you set off, that's it. But listen, what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks, you know, there's been a rolling thunder in Bristol to Bath. There was one in Birmingham at the weekend. And respect to everybody that turns out. Obviously the bikers on Birmingham, I'm not seeing no coverage. We've seen bits of snippets. I've tried sharing and it gets blocked. Right. So we're going to do something different on Saturday. That will not be known to you until Saturday morning. All right. And you're either with us or not. This has got to be a mass taking over of Nottingham, to bring Nottingham to a standstill. Now, I know the police liaison officer is a lovely woman that I've personally kept in contact with. They've made me guarantees. There's no kettling, there's none of this. They're going to keep this Antifa lot away from us, all right? If Antifa, like I say, I don't know. Right. In fact, let me just quickly go on to this. Antifa, you put all these write-ups, and listen, I'm not justifying myself anymore, and I don't want any other veterans to justify that we're not right-wing, we're not this, we're not that. I don't want anybody justifying. I've just put some pictures out. It's all they've got to do, all Antifa do is, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist. That's it. You little pink panty fuckers. You've got nothing else to do or nothing else to say. I think half on you are paid to turn up there. You've never turned up when veterans have protested before. So I am presuming that you're turning up because of all the child abuse and the grooming gangs and the rapes in care. Are you all a bunch of fucking pedo nonsense? Is that why you're turning up? Because there's no other reason for you to turn up. So I'm not going to get stressed over it. What we've done is put a plan in place. And I'll ask you, again, do not turn up. Because, like I say, our oath does not run out. All right? We've seen the way you act towards the police. And like I say, trust me, guys, we don't get on really with the police. I certainly don't. That may come from higher or above, but the police do as they're told, and whatever's happened in the past has happened in the past. Now, if you start on the police and we see police getting knocked back, we're there to protect the police. Our oath has not run out. We are there to protect, first and foremost, the children and the women and the elderly veterans. That's without saying. That is just how every veteran is. All right? And if you start on the police and we see the police getting hammered, God help you. Now, if you turn on any of our protesters, if like I say, it's kids and veterans. If we see that any of the kids are feeling intimidated, if we see that they're upset, if anything like that happens, I will not be let's start again. I will not be held responsible for the actions of veterans. The reason we're so passionate about this and you're not starting, because many of us have been to war. We have seen the death and destruction what war brings. And it's not good. Now, your lot seem to be all little keyboard warriors. I don't know whether you play on your Xbox and you think your wars are all there like that on keyboards. But listen, do not stand up against veterans. That's the be all and end all. If any of our kids, if any of our women, if any of our elderly veterans are put under any pressure, are put under any stress, it'll be a wipeout. It'll be an absolute wipeout. So do not do it. WWG1, WGA. All right, so listen, let's get into a bit more detail. Anybody travelling on their own, anybody that's travelling in pairs, couples, on their own, what we've got a group on Telegram. It's called Overwatch. Now, so if anybody's travelling down and they need a lift from the train station, they're a bit unsure where they are, if you can get hold of Digger Gardner, get him on Facebook, Digger Gardner. He will then get you onto this Overwatch group on Telegram. It's where you can just message and we'll have a team there straight away. We are all radioed up, every Oranger, and we're going to have other veterans around with radios. It's all, we've got our own ops room. Like I say, water, first aid, the lot. It's all sorted, guys, all right? So if you're travelling down on your own, you feel a bit unsure, you're a bit unsafe, get in touch with Digger Gardner. He's got a Telegram group and it's called Overwatch. He will put you on there. You message him, we'll get people to you. We'll get you to wherever you need to go. All right, guys, that's our guarantee. Okay, so you know where the bikers are starting at the War Memorial Gardens, Trent Embankment, Victoria Embankment. There'll be a gentleman there and he'll lead you off. What you're going to do is you're going to do a circuit of Nottingham. And please believe me, guys, it's been a logistical nightmare. They've put a one-way system in, so we can't really do this rolling thunder. So we've come up with something else. We're going to slow the traffic down around Nottingham. And then I will turn up Saturday. And I'll ask you to do something. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. If we're going to make a fucking stand, if we're going to get on the media, if we're going to get on the news, if you've had enough of the 54 fucking deaths so far this year, if you've had enough of all the veterans on the streets, the government turning its back on us. Again and again and again, false promises. Kids being ripped away from veterans because they've got PTSD. We've got kids getting abused, grooming gangs getting away with whatever they're doing, people not being deported. And I'm not going to force this down anybody's neck, but I am well aware of the satanic rituals that have been going off. All right. I have also had contact with I'm just going to say it, a general from Q. All right. They didn't expect this country to get on board so quick, and other countries. So things are speeding up, guys. All right, and I have messages to let me know. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, because at the top they are going to be taken down, guys. Probably not by us. There are a select few teams of highly trained specialist people that are there to take all these
low life scum,
satanic sick fuckers out the equation. All right, and there may be a time in the next 6 months where they need us, where they need the veterans community, and that'll all become apparent. But first of all, it'll become apparent in America. And then people might start waking up over here to exactly what's been really going off. And the child trafficking. All right, and Save the Children. It's funny, isn't it? I've got a little platform here, and I use it for the right reasons. We don't take money. Everything that's all our clothes, it's all done by Fat Chimp, the Guard Shop, Rob Mather, Never Surrender, and all the profits from that go straight to a charity, a 100% non-profitable charity. Nobody gets a penny out of it, apart from charities. All right, apart from 100% non-profitable charities. There's nobody taking a wage, like Help the Heroes, British Legion, and all the rest of the fucking shite out there that's all in with the pockets with the government. All right, the only people that are out there saving veterans' lives are men like me, women like Claire, that are running groups from the goodness of their own heart. It is that simple, guys. Nobody else is doing a fucking thing. It's just all those little groups that are coming together that are saving lives on a day-to-day basis. All right.
Breathe, baby, breathe.
I'm trying. Right, so everybody else then that's on foot, including me, Claire, some big lads. We are putting a barrier, a protection barrier of love around the women, the elderly veterans and the children. We are there to show the rest of the country, the rest of the kids, the rest of people that have been abused, whether you're male or female, that we are now there to stand up for you. This is just the start of something amazing. This is just like a kickstart, guys. This is just a little in the ocean. All right, there is a massive coalition of people coming together. Please believe me. This is just me doing a little thing in Nottingham, just to get the ball rolling. But there is a massive coalition coming together. So, you see all you at the top, all you that's been getting away for years with all this abuse. All right, all the judges, all your family court judges, all your names and addresses that they've been getting collected for the last 3 or 4 years by other groups. All right, we know every one of your addresses in Long Bennington, Westborough. We know every single one of you. Wrong-uns. There's only one thing that I honestly believe in my heart and my head. Gone, the lot on you. You're wrong, evil bastards. All right, and you're all in it for this. Well, see me, I do it for this. I do it for the love. Like I say, yesterday I had a right ripping off Para's wife. She's calling me a foul mouth, fucking this, that, and the other. I forgot your name, and it's a good job I forgot your name, because I would put it out there. Will you do me a favour, love? Or me duck? Will you do me a favour? Will you Google FTD, frontal temporal lobe dementia, and it'll tell you all my symptoms. That's what I'm living with, day in, day out. All right, I have got FTD, so I'm just trying to do my best while I'm still here. And after the 22nd, I'll take a step back. I'll sit back. Never Surrender's up and running. The outlines are there, up and running. And thanks to everybody on Never Surrender that's done that for me and Claire. That was our dream. Unfortunately, my illness has come a bit too much, and I can't cope with it all. So I'm going to take a step back and work with this coalition to do what's got to be done. All right, so kids, men, women of all ages, we're there for you. We're going to put a barrier of love, right? A heathen horde of love around you. And this is to show everybody in the country that we care. Veterans care. You might get all these soft-ass veterans that think that it's just to do with, they just want to do one thing. Well, it just seems that we've looked into a lot of these veterans, and some of them are single veterans. I wonder if all of your lot of fucking pervs and nonsense and pedos. Always got something to say, haven't you? Moaning about t-shirts and moaning about this. You got fuck all else better to do. And this morning, I see another post from Jim Wild and Jeff Williams. Somebody else having a dig at them. Don't you understand that Jeff Williams and Jim Wild have got the hardest job in the fucking world? Keeping data on veterans that take their lives. Can you imagine what that takes from somebody? I couldn't do it. It breaks my heart. You've seen me do a video. I fucking bawl my eyes out because I can't take it. Because I know that I'm losing my life gradually, slowly. It's a degenerative terminal illness I've got. And you feel and see stuff slipping away all the time. And, you know, and then people say, oh, well, you said that 2 years ago. Well, it's not my fucking fault. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. You know, I just keep going. Just keep going. All right, with the love of my gods and my deeds, I won't be surprised if I'm here in fucking 10 years' time. Right. So basically, that's the day, guys. We're going to have a march from the BBC. We're going to go up Maid Marian Way. We're going to do whatever, and we're going to wait for the bikes to come past. All right, so I want as many people there as possible that can spare an afternoon in Nottingham. We are, like I say, we have got a massive sterile area, which Antifa have already, and Black Lives Matter have already, well, I don't think it's Black Lives Matter. I just think it's Antifa infiltrating Black Lives Matter again. I know so many people from Black Lives Matter. I've just had a conversation with one of them, and he wanted me, when we're on stage, to thank a Major General for putting money towards an ethnic group magazine. There's no talking sense to anybody nowadays. All right, I think the only sense you're going to get is one of them. Fucking hell. Keyboard warriors.
Just bully.
On Saturday, we turn dark to light. And it's happening all over the country. All around the world. There's another significant reason why we're doing it on the 22nd, and it goes back to King Charles I. Somebody is re-erecting a flag somewhere in Nottingham, because many, many years ago when King Charles I was around, he erected a flag in Nottingham. Then the flag blew down on the same day it broke. And there's been a lot of shit since then. So we're going to re-erect that flag. And we are changing dark to light. You evil scum. There is no more. All right? You either come forward, or you will face the Punishers. The Punishers is another group from Q that have made themselves apparent to me. I'm not part of their group. Like I say, I can't deal with it up here. I'm just a veteran, and I concentrate on veterans and homeless outreach. I'm just a voice, just a face. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it because I'm a good-looking bastard. I ain't got a tooth in my fucking head. So I don't do it for any other reason. All right? I just do it for the love of my veterans and my kids. And my mixed race family. That's what I do it for. All these people trying to cause fucking division all the time in this country. We're never going to get nowhere. You all must see the agendas now, what's going off. Antifa, this will be the end of you if you turn out. End of. Right, so I think we've just about covered everything there. I'll just have a orange hats. Yeah, so we're going to need a couple of veterans with each orange hat just for their safety. Everybody's radioed up. Brian Clough statue. And like I say, we will just take the whole town. Now, if anything starts, every biker that is around Nottingham will descend on the town centre. And we will take that town centre in one almighty bang. All right? So think. before you act. Anybody with drums, pipes, music, sound systems, BBC. I will take the lead with Claire and we will march. All right, I am not going on my bike. We will march into that town centre and we'll march out. All right, that's how much confidence I've got. All right, I'm not going to put my own kids, my own wife in danger if I didn't have the confidence to do that. So, Heathen Horde, mount up. HCMCC, mount up. And also, this is open to any MC. I always tip my hat and pay respects to the local MC, which is Ashfield HA. I have a rapport with a lot of MC clubs, 1%ers, and a lot of people give them a bad name. Now listen, I've been knocking around with clubs for the last 3 years. I have seen and heard nothing but respect and love from all clubs. You see that I support, I'm a 15 support member, I support the Outlaws, all right? You've seen there was a picture that caused a bit of a stir in the biking community because 4 Never Surrender members went out to Holland. 2 of them were 81 support and there's me, 15 support, all sat round the table. Everybody, people in Parliament were like, what the fuck's going on? Why is black and white sat with red and white? We just support club members. We don't have politics in Never Surrender. I've always said if anybody's got a problem with politics in Never Surrender, come and see me. Right, so that day is open for anybody to ride with us. Okay? Anybody to ride with us with your full colours on, with your fucking A to Z flags. All right? This is also to stop the prosecution. We're just making people aware because after Nottingham, there's only one thing. Action. Direct action. And I wish we could just jump straight to it. But we're giving you the benefit of the doubt, people. There's loads more kids stuff lined up that we're going to attend. But we just want to give you one last chance. One last chance before the big stop comes. Before we shut off ports. Before we shut off fuel depots. And trust me, the truckers are on board, the farmers are on board, the tractors are on board, the taxis are on board. You've proper fucked the taxi drivers off in London, so they're definitely on board. Everybody's on board. Letters have gone out. Letters have come back. We've got millions. That's no bullshit. All right? So this country will be closed down by its civilian population. By the veterans, by the taxi drivers, by the tankers, by the truck drivers, by the people that keep this fucking country running. All right, so this is your last warning, government. You stop the prosecutions or else. End of. Don't shoot the messenger, please. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I think we've got everything in there. Yeah, anybody want to bring sound systems, drums, pipes, get them there and we'll play them as we go. All right, it's peaceful, guys. It's peaceful. It will be policed by our own. We will have liaison officers just to keep, they're not pushing us about, they're not taking control. They're just there to keep us safe. All right, and I'd like to thank Nottinghamshire Police for actually sitting, listening and taking on board exactly what we're doing. So if your lot can't keep control of these people, and we certainly will. All right, so much love, guys. Remember, it's for the veterans, but most of all, it's for the kids. And it's to show the kids of this country that we care and that you can come forward now.
You've got a voice.
You've got a voice.
Got a voice.
Sooner rather than later, a big, massive coalition will make itself known where you can turn to. We will take your stories on and we will help you out in any way we can. All right? If not, we'll just take the people out. Only joking.
Only joking.
Only joking.
Gets cut away.
Peace and love, guys. See you all Saturday.
Love you all. Take care. Bye.
Vikings MC. See you Friday. Respect.